To quickly summarize this situation up to this point, an old man had his basically entire life savings in Lego Star Wars sets, many of them unopened, vintage, or not vintage, mint condition. Very valuable set that was worth close to $250,000. Now, this old man wanted to sell all of the Lego and get the value that it was worth. Went to a local retailer, a buyer of used Legos and seller of used Legos, called Bricks and Minifigs. They're actually a chain, a franchise. There are many locations all across the country, but he went to a local location and he basically made a deal, signed a contract to sell for a large sum a massive U-Haul truck of unopened Star Wars Lego sets, going back a long way. It's a very elite collection. And this is a large amount of money. This means that the transfer of inventory and funds needs to be facilitated by the corporate offices. This is pretty common in this realm of business, right? So far, so good. But then something happens. The owner is told to set aside the bricks and minifigures, and another corporate guy shows up and basically ousts the original owner from the store, takes all of the Legos, puts them on a truck bound for the corporate offices or God knows where, sends them away, and then refuses to honor the contract that the previous owner signed, after kicking the previous owner out, of course. So now, they try to collect their money that they're owed, and they say, no, we don't owe you that. That was the previous owner. Take it up with him. Goodbye. And then, whenever they try to show up and ask about this, call the cops on them and have them trespassed. The first instance of the police being a little bit weird in this whole story. But, once again, so far, you could perhaps chalk it up to incompetence on the part of the cops, but this Lego company's definitely seeming shady now. And so this YouTuber, Reckless Ben, who I must admit is quite reckless in some of his conduct, he does want to make content out of this, he decides to join in on this story and help the old man and his son get their Legos back, or at least get the value of the Legos back. They attempt to enforce the contract, are denied, took the company to court, won, but then, right before they could win actually, like right before the win could go through, made the decision to shut down the store location, which basically ends the lawsuit before it can be found who is in the right and who's in the wrong. And now, in order to pursue any further legal action against this company, they're just running away. Like, this company is running away, and they're having to chase them and find their representatives, find their CEO, CFO, like, hunting them down. Meanwhile, you've got these guys calling the cops on this YouTuber, keeping him from being able to serve him with papers for a lawsuit. It's really weird. Next, you have the cops raiding Reckless Ben's house, his Airbnb, claiming the stolen Legos are there. This whole story blew up into an absolute shit show, and any claim you could make that this was not a blatant attempt by this company to rob $250,000 in assets from a person, not pay them for it, and then get away with it, all the while utilizing a local corrupt police force. If you think that's not what's happening here, I got news for you. That's what's happening here. It's pretty blatant at this point. And so, when this big swatting happened on Reckless Ben's Airbnb, the footage was redacted, heavily censored, cut up, and you know, we weren't able to see everything that actually happened. But these cops are, as it would turn out, really incompetent, and they uploaded all of the unedited footage to a Dropbox that they didn't know was public, meaning none of this is leaked, none of this is illegally obtained in any way. The police did not mean to publicize this, but in doing so, they let the cat out of the bag first. And now the unredacted footage, we have it. Or should I say Reckless Ben has it, and he's going to show it to us. Man, this stew just keeps getting thicker, doesn't it?
Actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my interactions with them. So this is the
He's exaggerating there. They didn't hack, but because hacking would imply they committed a crime. But what they did was very clever nonetheless.
original footage I got with the redactions in, And this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up and I'm gonna keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
In jail.
I understand.
This ends today.
I know, we're talking.
No fucking more.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me, but the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh knows that if he goes to court with me...
Oh, I actually forgot one detail. Bricks and Minifigs laid off the two guys, Joshua and, I forget what the other guy's name is, like Mike or something, laid them off in order to essentially sever connection to the company and offer some tenuous legal protection, I imagine that thinks that gives them. Kane Pixel's music, well, Kane Pixels utilizes a lot of original music in his Backroom series. The audio samples himself that he uses are pre-existing, and he fucks around with them and makes music from it. I think he's made his soundtrack royalty-free, but you might just recognize the, like, original music that he, like, edited and remixed for his purposes.
He's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were going to shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, in no situation, even if you're on your own lawn, if someone is brandishing a firearm at strangers, like, the police should not show up in, like, a friendly manner to the guy brandishing his firearm. And that's not, like, a should statement. That's that's how that, like, it doesn't matter if you had to defend yourself in your home with a firearm. If a cop shows up and you over the phone said that you were brandishing a firearm in the situation, that cop is not going to let you off easy for that. That's just not how the police system works. Like, I listen, I'm sure at some point, statistically, there's got to have been a cop or two that subscribed to my channel, watches my videos. If you're a police officer or you've got family that's in law enforcement, you can comment down below and correct me. But I feel like it doesn't matter the context. If there's a guy in his yard brandishing a firearm, under any circumstances, like, the police are going to want to have a word with you. They're not going to let you off without a slap on the wrist for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police, which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager. I'm done.
That is not true.
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
Get the papers.
Have
They're
you-
fake
have you
papers.
dealt-
They're fake. Go get the papers.
They're fake
Okay for
papers.
those over to you?
Absolutely. They're fake.
Anyone can sue anyone for anything in America. All you have to do is serve them. And a process server is somebody who is taking up the task of delivering said papers to someone. There's no such thing as a fake process server delivering fake papers. It doesn't cost money to start the process of suing someone. You fill out some paperwork and you hand the person the paperwork or have someone do it for you. It is that simple. It is literally that simple.
You got the see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to
The
serve
cops
them
know
with?
this too.
Yes. I wish we could just send them an email. I wish we could just send them a phone call, or the court could send it to them. But this is what we were required to do from the United States court. So we're just following the instructions of the government. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it. But we're showing him like we're not gonna let him get away with his crime. So.
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed.
Like the cop here seems to be doing things fairly by the books, like saying, is it okay if she just gives you the papers while we watch, and then there you go, you've been served your paper, and he's trying to wiggle out of being served legal papers to show up in court. Like the cop should, in response to this, be like, listen, sir, you're obstructing a civil process here. Like, she's a process server. Like, you're trying to dodge her. We're not going to facilitate that. That's what the cop should say.
So no, I'm not accepting service from him.
Okay.
Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. That's, you have that right.
Yeah.
He
Literally,
does?
all this police officer
Since when do you have the right to just... What? You have the right to not be sued by someone? Since what? Okay, that's news to me.
has to do is be like, you are served. And then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like, this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like, here, I'll time it. You've been served.
Yeah, the cop suggested it, and then when he denied it, the cop said, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, like literally 1.5 seconds, and this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds. And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
Yeah, the cops are clearly buddy-buddy with this guy. They probably golf
What are
together.
you wanting done today?
As much
Besides, obviously, talk to...
as much as you humanly possibly can.
I can...
They're probably like range buddies, or they golf together or something. Maybe they go to the same Super Bowl parties. Who knows? Or football night, like parties at someone's house. Yeah, they're definitely friendly with each other.
Charges. I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers, like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
I'm gonna go talk with him, give him his paper back, since you do not want this,
Can I
correct?
just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit
All
of
right,
a
never
bind.
mind. It's fake. There's no
Yes.
lawsuit anymore.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna give this back to him.
Can I peek at it? That puts me in a bind. You know what that means, right? If he peeks at it, that counts as him being served. And the cop's like, well, you don't want to be served, so if I show it to you, it puts me in a bind. You'd be on video getting shown the paper. Like, it's like literally he's holding it like it's a picture of SCP, like the Shy Guy. And if he sees it, he counts as having been served. So it's like he's carefully making sure not to show him the paper on this video so that this guy cannot be required to show up in court. Yeah, 096. Sorry, I sometimes forget their numbering.
And trespasser.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing me, a YouTuber, to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers,
He's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber.
it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can.
It almost feels like this guy's aware of, like, famous swatting scenarios and cases where people have had to deal with, like, chronic DDoSing and harassment and stalking because they have an online presence, and how the cops never take it seriously because the second they hear YouTuber, streamer, gamer, online content creator, influencer, any of these terms, they immediately just start rolling their eyes and stop taking anything seriously because they just think it's internet shit they don't understand. We've gotten a newer generation of younger cops that are, like, a lot more in the know. Like, you'll see videos where it's like a guy accidentally butt dials the police and he's like playing a game, so he's making call outs and he's saying shit like, I killed him, he's in the corner, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna shoot him, I got him, he's fucking dead, you know, like they're making call outs like that in the game, but it gets heard over the phone and they've like butt dialed emergency service. So then the cops show up and the guy's like, whoa, okay, listen, I was playing Rainbow Six, I'm so sorry, I must have butt dialed the cops on it's my phone, that's my number, here's my phone, yep, that's mine. And it'll be like a young Gen Z cop who's like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. Listen, I do the same thing. That is really funny. I've seen that actually happen. I've seen the body cam footage of that happen. So we do have some younger cops now that don't just roll their eyes when they hear YouTuber, streamer, influencer, gamer, etc. But you can tell this guy's aware of that tendency and is trying real hard to get the cops to just, like, see this guy as some punk coming into town trying to cause trouble. You know what I mean?
To get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm gonna murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now Josh has just committed a felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
He called the store a billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
here's that back for you.
Okay.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that.
To be honest with you.
Well, these are court papers.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna raise your dick.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, it's shameless.
Damn.
That's fucking shameless.
Yeah, process server's really gonna ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
He's trying so hard with the whole, like, YouTuber.
They have fake service papers. And the girl is like, she's like, oh no, I gotta serve him these papers. Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be riding with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing?
That's
I'm like,
not.
You think I'm stupid?
They're fake papers.
I don't know what to do, man.
He's fake suing.
So, did you call the police again?
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah, Utah statutes for cyberbullying and
Utah.
Digital stalking because they're using electronic means for communication and coordinating their stalking habits.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
But because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot, can't continue. So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do this.
Somebody has to be arrested to show they can't continue to do this. We need to make an example. We need to shut them down so they know that they need to let us get away with this crime. Zan, is it just me or is your audio a little quiet? Let me check.
I'm gonna raise your dick.
No, I gotta serve him these papers. Like they printed up a fake lawsuit.
Nice try. Nice try. My audio is perfect. Nice try. You were gonna make the audio drown me the fuck out and make it unwatchable. Nice try.
No, we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
He's going to submit, have it screened for charges with our prosecutors, right, with our city prosecutors.
He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
You can't. It's illegal.
Why not? In the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So
Keep in mind, that whole conversation was redacted. The police intentionally hid that entire conversation and kept video of what we just saw buried. Like, we're lucky we ever got to see that. That was supposed to be something we never even know. We were supposed to assume that kind of talk was happening behind the scenes. Now we know it. Now we've seen it.
legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's.
Yeah,
we have
I
no
just
relationship. That's why
barely
she's here.
met her.
Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
You have to be a party in the
She
case
has to be related
or
to this case,
a lawyer.
which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this
On the
case.
case.
Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney? And spoiler, she's not an attorney, but so I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because
Yeah, it's complete made-up bullshit. Like, the second he started saying that, my eyes rolled to the back of my head.
it seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements, she still doesn't meet these requirements. You're making no sense, Josh.
Impersonating an officer of the court, that carries some, it's pretty significant,
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server.
Do you see him licking his lips at the idea of getting them in trouble legally? Look at his mouth.
You know, like
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server.
Can't you arrest them? Arrest them, please. Help me get away with this crime. That's how he's talking right now.
Sorry. Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right
I
now,
want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
so right now,
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
so these papers that he printed up are
Fake. Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
Again, this is
They're just gonna take his word for it, as if that's how police process is supposed to work.
Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
This is the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee, Mr.
I love that. He's the CEO, and the cop's like, oh, okay. I didn't realize I'm speaking to a CEO, my real boss.
Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey, if I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money? And that's what they're trying to do, is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
I didn't sign no agreement. I'm not the whole.
You want to know what the bright side, the silver lining to this story is? The feds are getting involved. Yeah, real Deprod. The feds are getting involved. This has gotten the attention of the feds. The oversight of the police, and of course, the degree to which this conspiracy of theft has developed. The word is that the feds are getting involved.
Holding to somebody else's
Likely the FBI.
stupid agreement. I like how he can just lie to you guys. Just straight face. Oh, he owes me $200,000.
Oh my god, oh, he's a fucking demon. Look at his face, bro. Look at his fucking face. Look at his face here. Hold on. Where's my... How do I make my chat go away? Oh my lord. Look at this thumb.
He owes me $200,000.
Look at that fucking thumb, bro. That fucking thumb. No, I need to get rid of the overlay too. Yeah, okay. Man, that is the thumbnail photo of the century right there. That is the thumbnail photo of the century. I wish I could upscale it somehow. It's so low quality. Oh my god, he's such a disgusting thumb man.
I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll go about it that way, okay?
Thank you for holding. How can I help
Oh, Wojackify him! Oh my god, you're right. You're right. Oh my god, I have to Wojackify him. That's how I do it. I have to Wojack him off. Wait, that came out wrong.
you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is just
I have to Wojack off to him. Wait, that doesn't work either.
verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this. Even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff, not even we now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying. But anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay?
Yeah.
But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't gone to court, okay?
It's a real case. Who's it against?
Oh,
It, against you, him versus you.
Ben Snyder?
Mm-hmm.
What an idiot.
So,
it's a real case, buddy.
Just racking up the charges and we're working together.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Like,
Because the YouTuber. Yeah, this guy's just a punk coming into town trying to do some YouTuber nonsense. Yeah, he knows that the cops don't take, like, young Gen Z internet people seriously. And he's really leaning into that.
Letting them go cannot be an option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber stalking, bullying, like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to.
So apparently this works, just begging the cops to press charges against someone who's annoying you. It just works, I guess. That's how our legal system works. This is not corrupt. This is just... anyone could just do this, I guess. No. This is clear corruption. These guys are like Mormon fishing buddies or something. And by fishing buddies, I mean they all sneak out onto a boat on a lake, and they drink, and they hide it from their wives.
To arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate.
Actually, typically they don't drink together because they'll tattle, but they do love to drink in secret. That's a big thing with Mormons. They love to drink when there are no other Mormons around.
It's not okay.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
Hello. Step out for me. Okay.
Okay.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Am I being arrested? Really?
It's gonna be really funny if, like, all these cops end up getting arrested, and, like, the guys, the CEOs of, Bricks and Minifigs, the CEO and location owner of Bricks and Minifigs get arrested. Like, I would love to see something criminal come out of this, because you have to imagine at this point, the like, weaponization of law enforcement, like, this has to have gone, like, outside of civil territory into full-on, like, legal territory. Like, we're talking, like, criminal law now, I feel. I think it's crossed into that boundary. I mean, if the feds are getting involved, this isn't just a simple civil matter of, like, taking someone to court and getting your payment anymore. It's gone pretty far now.
I love you. I love you. Hello, officer.
There we go.
I love you. Okay, I love you. I love the American Police Department.
Oh, that quote. You know that quote's going to be heavily ironic in the future, and is going to be... it's going to be a meme. It's when further developments happen in this story, God forbid he ends up getting arrested by this police department, and people are reacting to the video, and there's, like, clip-ins of him saying, I love this police department. Yeah.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raided my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my arm back. Before we enter the property, the cop...
yeah, suddenly they're so serious about stolen Legos, they're raiding his house with a SWAT team over the suspicion that he might have them. And supposedly their claim is that the Airbnb owner overheard them talking about stealing the Legos and reported them to the police. Which, let's assume that's true. Why do the police suddenly now take it seriously? And this seriously, to boot?
warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming, I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened.
Oh,
because afterwards he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off, but
The other kid had a GoPro.
How many did you get? You got banned?
We got 5 right now.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet, that's good.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
I hope he just lets out just the fattest, thickest stream. Makes the cop listen to it. Oh yeah, I can hear it. That's good.
Another thing about this
That's
unredacted
good.
footage is we could...
If you're ever in this situation, you make sure you go like full power. Full power. Okay? You piss as hard as you can when other men are around. You don't let them emasculate you, and you never let yourself sound shy. All right? When I'm in a public bathroom, another guy walks in, I start pissing harder. All right? They got to know.
To see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks. And it legally got approved by the IRS. And Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist.
He made his own
here.
church.
It's like a plunger cross on my wrist. I guess the American Fork Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told all of, oh, it's a fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000.
Yeah.
If that was the case, that guy would be in jail.
Yeah.
So
No,
we're going to use critical.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this
If
is
that was the case, he would be in jail. That's not helping your case now that the feds are getting involved.
basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has non-stop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that. But
You have to imagine some angry people online are doing it too, but if they're pretending to be him, that's definitely weird.
the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all these mystery threats that I've been making.
No, that's crazy. They're trying to get other police departments on board, like in LA? Dude, no, the feds gotta shut this down. You gotta, like, fuck. I know Trump has fucked everything up, but you gotta hope, like, if the FBI can do something, it's something about this, you know?
We got a complaint from a guy in Provo about this guy Schneider.
Okay.
And so it seems like I talked to the guys in Sandy police too, and then trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, yeah, Schneider's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc., etc. It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA. So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically like a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. And you know where he actually is.
That's all to do with this, by the way.
Okay.
I know we had asked to hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out, so.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over.
Mexico!
So they're never gonna catch me here.
Yeah, no American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never gonna find me, police officers. Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police.
Damn. Dude, he showed it was Mexico. Like, you can, look, it's not, listen, if you know, I immediately noticed it was Mexico, and I put 2 and 2 together. He's from LA, he went to Mexico. It's like, fucking hour drive away. Anyway, yeah, bro's vibing. He's clearly having a good time, hiding out in Mexico from the fucking police. That's crazy. That is crazy that that's where this has ended up. You have to hope that the feds are going to get involved and put a stop to this. But in the meantime, he's basically an expat, like, having to stay out of America. Otherwise, the law enforcement's going to be weaponized against him. So, pretty smart move going to Mexico. Not gonna lie, pretty smart move going to Mexico. Yeah, talk about escalation. Good lord, I didn't expect that to be where it was going. Yeah, he's exiled now. He's an exiled expat, if you will. Anyway, the stew continues to thicken, it would seem.